Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all well. Today we're going to have a look at what is the Great Reset from Davos. I have a feeling this is probably going to get copyright strike, but let's see. So this is from the World Economic Forum, which is the brainchild of Klaus Schwab, somebody who looks like a supervillain. And right, so everyone said that the Great Reset was a conspiracy theory, but this is from their own page. What is the Great Reset? So let's see what their agenda is, shall we?
The pandemic has radically changed the world as we know it, and the actions we take today as we work to recover will define our generation.
Now is the time to...
So just by the way, this video is from a year ago. So this is from 2021, when most countries still had some pandemic restrictions in place. I know there are still some countries that do, but here in the UK, we don't have any restrictions at all anymore. And I think more places are starting to open up international travel without any restrictions and stuff like that. So
think what history would say about this crisis.
2020 has been challenging on a lot of...
I think in the future they'll be looking back at this and saying, what the hell was everybody doing? Why did they overreact like this?
levels, as economic, environmental and societal frailties have been laid bare. But it's also proved that when we need to, we can act rapidly and restructure our lives.
The recovery from the pandemic is an opportunity.
Yeah, for you.
We can see rays of hope in the form of a vaccine, but there is no vaccine for the planet. Nature needs a bailout.
You don't want to go back to the status quo that you had before simply because it was the status quo that got us here.
With everything falling apart, we can reshape the world in ways we couldn't before. Ways that better address so many of the challenges we face. And that's why so many are calling for a great reset. A great reset.
So many are calling for a great reset, apparently. Are you calling for a great reset? Oh, no, I'm not. I just want things to go back to normal.
That sounds more like buzzword bingo, masking some nefarious plan for world domination.
Oh, look, they're even talking
Hands up.
about it.
This kind of slogan hasn't gone down well. But all we really want to say is that we all have an opportunity to build a better world. And it's not surprising that people who've been disenfranchised...
Do you know what? That almost looked like subliminal messaging right there. Did you see the card go up saying obey? And then it's saying better world and stuff like that. That is subliminal messaging if ever I've seen it. Jeez.
System and pushed even further by the pandemic will suspect global leaders of conspiracy. But the world's not that simple. Every one of us has differing priorities, values, and ideas. That's part of why solutions are so hard to come by, and why we all need to be involved in the decision making. Because whether it's politicians, CEOs, academics, activists, or you, we're all about getting people together.
Oh yeah.
Even those you may not like, to sit down at the table and develop solutions that work for all of us. But
we need enormous trust between the private sector and the public sector for this to actually work. That trust is hard to come by.
it's time for people to work together.
There's a reason that people don't trust the powers that be and the World Economic Forum and the World Health Organization at the moment. And that is because they have basically shown their true colours. They want control and they want it now. And they want total control. And that's what we have been shown. And that's why we don't trust you, mate. It's kind of simple, and you're not going to win our trust.
Listen to each other and build this trust so we can move towards a better world. And we really need one. Because while the pandemic affects us all, it's clear it affects some more than others.
The first people who are hit are the people at the front, those who are vulnerable. It is those on the front line who take it first, and that is simply unacceptable.
See, at the start of 2020, 1% of the world's population owned 44% of the wealth. And since the start of the pandemic, billionaires have increased theirs by more than 25%. While
Yes, it's almost like it was arranged that way.
150 million people fell back into extreme poverty. And with climate change set to dwarf the damage caused by the pandemic,
No.
the message from
It's not climate change that is going to dwarf the damage. It is the cost of living crisis being pushed on us by governments that are using the Russia-Ukraine conflict as a scapegoat for hiking up taxes and prices and printing money, which is increasing inflation.
20 should be abundantly clear.
Capitalism, as we know it, is dead.
Oh, shut up.
This obsession that we have had with maximizing profits for shareholders alone has led to incredible inequality and a planetary emergency.
It is not capitalism that is the issue. Free market capitalism is the most fair system.
But no one can do this alone,
Socialist
and top-down
dribble.
approaches won't get us anywhere, because everything we've learned in our work has shown us that diverse voices lead to better results. And it's for these reasons that the Forum talks
Not diversity of thought, though.
stakeholder capitalism, which would shift businesses away from just profit. Because
If we want to change where the focus of our recovery will go, then we need a new dashboard for the new economy. And that
This sounds like socialism dressed up. Stakeholder capitalism. Stakeholder capitalism. Wanting businesses to not be driven by profit. That's socialism, right?
to encompass people, planet, prosperity, and institutions.
giving people a real stake in the economy and putting well-being before growth. And that's
How you give people a stake in the economy is leaving them alone to get on with their lives and to get on with work and not taxing them into the ground.
the right people in the right place at the right time.
We must rebuild our relationship with nature for the survival
I
of
agree
the
with that.
peoples and our planet.
We have a window of time which is closing, and we need everybody who cares to get together and find solutions now.
It's the people who have great ideas and who share them with others. They're the ones who are shaping the future. So if you want to be a part of the change, then tune in, turn on, and get involved. Follow the Davos Agenda, right here, online, on YouTube.
Ugh. Ugh. That was like something from a dystopian film. Oh my God. Ugh. It's like, did you ever see that commercial they made where they actually said you will own nothing and you will be happy? Did you see that one? My God. They're actually putting it out there. They're not dressing it up. They're not trying to hide it. They're telling you their plan. Their plan is global socialist control. Can I get off now? Can I get off the world? Jesus Christ. Oh, I really don't know what to say. These are the people that are influencing governments. If you have any other videos that you want me to cover on this topic, as hard as it's going to be to sit and watch this stuff, I think it's necessary. So, I'll see you very soon.